And we're back now with new details on that deadly attack at a crowded shopping mall in Nairobi, Kenya. More than a week later, new images obtained by NBC News reveal the aftermath of that 4-day siege. One of the most striking photos that's been seen around the world now shows a 4-year-old American girl being rescued. She was at the mall with her mom, Catherine Walton, and her 4 other siblings. They're with us now, along with Catherine's husband, Philip. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Catherine, I want to start with you because I was reading about your experience last night, and what struck me, what jumped out at me, was the fact you are a mom at that mall with 5 children, and yet you were separated from 2 of your children. You had your 3 girls with you. Your 2 sons were in another part of the mall. That had to add a layer of horror to the experience.
It was pretty stressful, but you know, I didn't realize it. I thought my boys had already were able to get out, but they weren't. And it wasn't until after I was rescued that I realized that they had been in there the entire time with me.
Where exactly were you, Catherine, when the shooting started? Were you in the open? Were you in a store? Describe your surroundings.
I was just standing out front of the store Nakumatt, and I was just going to wait for my boys there. And when the shooting broke out, I ran and dove behind the little advertisement booth that they had there in front of the store.
And you waited there. By the way, you were in that mall for 4 hours. Your girls were understandably very scared and upset. They were crying. So in addition to try and figure out a way out, you also had to try and keep those girls calm.
You know, they cried initially just at the very beginning. And then after that, they got very quiet and they laid very still. And they almost went to sleep the entire time. And it wasn't until they threw the tear gas in that they kind of perked up a little bit and started complaining about the smell.
And Catherine, when did you finally get reunited with your sons?
When I got out, as soon as I got out, my pastor was there to greet me, and he was able to tell me that my boys were out. And my husband's business partner was there as well, and they scooped us all up and took us to a friend's house, and we were able to be reunited there with my boys.
And Philip, all this time you knew your family was in that mall. You were not in the mall. Can you describe what you were going through emotionally, knowing that this was unfolding?
No, I was actually traveling in the U.S. I was in North Carolina in a hotel room, and so I was trying to follow news reports as they came in. I had a close friend who was keeping me updated via Facebook, and it was, yeah, you just feel very helpless when you're 9,000 miles away and you know that your entire family is going through something like this.
And Catherine, we always hear stories at times like this of people who run toward the danger, not away from it, of people who do their best to help out total strangers. You had a situation like that, didn't you?
I sure did. You know, Abdul Hajid and a group of just regular men with some plainclothes police officers, they risked their lives and came in and rescued us. And it wasn't just me, they went through the mall, floor by floor, shop by shop, and got so many people out of the mall.
And you had a chance to thank him, I understand?
I did. We got to meet him last night, and it was such a wonderful reunion.
Well, we're glad you're all safe, and we want to thank you for taking the time to tell your story to us this morning. Be well.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.